Okay, so is that kind of quick?
Is that quick? And we're live.
All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's Crypto Buddy and Dabs here, kind of chill. We're gonna try a new experiment. We're trying to get the socials up, so we came up with this concept of social hour, where we're basically gonna talk JumpStart, do some TA, maybe catch up on any SideKick news or possibly some alpha. Sometimes we may just spill something because we're gonna be chilling. It's nothing too formal right now. It's just kind of a place to kick back. So grab your drinks, grab your smoke, come relax with us. This is kind of our first trial run, so bear with us. And for anybody who's going to be here and listening, thank you. So, Crypto Buddy, what you up to?
Just relaxing, man. Got a drink
Chilling?
with me? Got a drink with
Yeah,
me?
thought about it, but it's too early for me.
And then, yeah.
I'll drink some water. So, let's see. So, what do we got? My bad. All right, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and jump into some TA real quick while I got this up here. For anybody who's out there trading, maybe use this analysis to kind of help you on your decision making. I have been trading for a few years, have taken a break while the bear market's going, and been working on some passive income. That's something that I've learned that has been very helpful and useful during this market, because if not, and you're trying to trade these conditions, sometimes the market might do something that you weren't anticipating. And yeah, that's happened to me before, and yeah, I don't want anyone to kind of go through that psychologically. So we got to make these gains. So let's see, what are we looking at first? We're gonna look at Bitcoin.
First, Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the big daddy. Everybody looks at this for direction. So when I am looking at the direction, I like to start from the lower time frames and go higher up to get an idea of where the market is going and has been heading. So I kind of drew a little chart right here for now where the overhead resistance is. This is like fake breakout. I'm not going to consider that because we broke out and then came back in. So a lot of people got faked out right there. And that's actually a perfect example why I'm saying it's, if trading's your only thing, you got to watch out for things like this, because if I was trading this was actually a clear breakout from this thing right here. Boom. I would have felt proud. But if you didn't take profit, which is one of the biggest things you got to remember to take profit, is you would have actually gotten right back into the pennant and been in the negative. And then from there, it's just a downfall. So let's see. So yeah, so that's why I kind of put that overhead resistance there. We got rejection, rejection, this fake out, rejection, and then we haven't tested it since right now. So right now we're in a possible reversal trend. We have higher lows, boom, boom, boom. So that's why I drew the bottom line as support. So we'll do that in green. I think the resistance, I'm going to do it in red so we can kind of know that's where we're getting stopped out at the moment. And this is a mini support right here. So we're like in this pendant that we're in. There's a little bit of support where it bounces up and down.
Nice.
So we're definitely looking for a retest of the 16.5, 16.8 area. Let me go down higher time frames. So yeah, this trade's about like close to its top off. So if the people who are going to be trading it, I would have. This is how I look at it. So I go into my market cipher B.
It's not
I look
financial
for
advice.
not financial advice, just kind of. Yeah, I think we do have to say that, right? Or we got to put it somewhere.
Do your own research.
um, but I like to see this real quick. This kind of gives me the momentum of we're oversold or overbought. And if we're towards the top, I don't necessarily want to be looking for longs, more so shorts and vice versa. So like this play would have actually been great if we caught it. We got a big wave. We got a sell from this, so made the momentum go down. We printed a green dot right. Let's see here. So right on this candle at 16.4, let's say 490. And so you did get a red one here, but the main ones to look for like these. And crypto buddy, remember how I was just telling you about the green dots going higher and higher?
Yep.
Yeah, so that just happened here. It was a squeeze out. So uh, green dot here, green dot was higher, and this one's higher. So in theory, if one plays out, well, actually, this play already happened. So that one was higher. This was the better long to play. You could have still played these two, and then it popped up. So from here all the way up, it's from what 16,450 to 16,620 ish. And the true sell off was right here. Actually, it told you to get out at 16,620, and now we're sitting at 16,000 like 600. So be cautious for anybody who's in the long right now. For we're just doing a small little correction. We're gonna go back to the 45. Plays out the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Hourly, yeah. See, and as the higher time frames play out, they're the ones that sometimes take a little bit more longer to play out, but usually do play out. And the moves are a lot bigger than the higher or the lower increments. So we're already starting to see it on the higher time frames, all these little rejections right here. So yeah, when the two one of the strong for me, one of the strongest indicators is the 2 hour. When you get these dots, it means something. So like this green dot at the bottom, you would have got in, you would have been able to catch that trade. And it usually happens within like a day or two with the 2 hour time frame. Um, but we are getting some curvature down here with the this VWAMP line, and we're kind of forming a hill. So that's kind of where we're at Bitcoin. We're retesting some previous support. It's turned into resistance. I think today is going to determine if we go back into this area, say, and then initially go back to this area that we've been trading for like 2 weeks straight. This is like I've never seen Bitcoin so boring. Like, what is going on? So that's a
Uh,
little bit on Bitcoin though. So if you got those trades, you better stay alert.
are we going to look at BNB and Matic as well? Because we
Yeah,
have
let's.
Sidekick that's on the Binance Smart Chain. We got Signed that's on Matic. Obviously, we're not going to do the TNA on Sidekick and Matic just because they are elite tokens, like you
Yeah,
said earlier.
we might do in the future just to kind of look at them. But yeah, it's hard to do them with those. Where's the what's the best pairing on
Where you got,
Binance? I guess.
yeah, there you go.
Let's see. So this is fresh TA on BNB, and yeah, we're gonna do TA on these coins because some of our projects are being built on these blockchains, and they follow the price action. So with this, we may not be able to chart out the elite token, but we can kind of chart out the actual token and get a sense of the direction of price by default metrics. So again, let me start off with the 5 minute. So Matic right now, it's telling a little bit of a different story. Um, on the 5 minute, we have something that I like to call the bull pennant, which is one of my favorite plays. So you have your flag. I like to be more moderate. I don't usually take it to the top. I'd maybe do it to that wick, like this one.
Hmm.
And I also won't do it to like you can go all the way to the bottom in theory. Like move this all the way to the bottom. I just always try to be as conservative as possible so I don't overextend the trades or get out and profit. So with this one, let me do this real quick. Do some quick TA on the fly because I saw formation. Um, that's one thing for anybody who's getting new to trading or looking on different strategies. Look up patterns. Patterns are one of my favorites because the the probability of outcomes already there. Like if you see a certain formations, there's certain amount of possibility that the play is going to go up versus down, and this is one that I think it's like 75 to 80% that it breaks up into the positive side. So what you do is you take the measurement of the pole. So think if I just shift this, no. copy it and put at the end. So you put at the end of the breakout where you think the breakout's going to happen. Excuse me. Over the lower time frames, you might have to keep moving it, but and then what I'll do also is you make another copy and you put at the bottom because if it does reject because it's 80% not 100, this is where the target would essentially end up going back to. So for BNB, if we break out, and this one's a 5 minute one, so this might happen within the next few hours. If we get out of this trend, we'll see 247 and 50 cents roughly. And if we get rejected, we're going to lose this momentum and possibly go back to the 243. Let me go back to this real quick. Auto. And yeah, so if it gets rejected, yeah, you see there's previous support right here around this level, which is 245, 240 area where we were trading sideways before that breakout. So if this gets rejected, it's going to go right back into this, try to retest that support. And if not, it's going to get rejected and go right back to this one. So it's perfect. It makes sense with this sideways breakout. So this is BNB's actually looks a little bit more bullish in my eyes. We got this one right here, the higher lows, the higher highs, and then this one necessarily didn't break out of this shape. It broke down, but it did trade sideways, and that sideways is what brought it back into this trend basically that was right here above it. And that's it. This is its current trend that's trying to break. This is the 5 minute. Um, Also on this, the waves at the bottom, so it's looking for a wave up. That candle was a fat red one though, so we'll see. It's actually testing this right now. Let me go to the 3 minute. 3 minute. Money wave is going down. You see that the foggy green. So what that means is the pump is actually coming towards an end, and it's getting some red. So we may also see if this gets rejected, some higher lows and back into this trend. So we'll see. I'm gonna go to higher time frame. Yeah, we're so oversold on it on the high time frames. You know, it tried to pump it up there and it got rejected. But if we get something like this, where the green dot's close to the neutral zone, you'll get something like this, which is there was a wick over here that brought us to 248, which is past our target. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking on BNB actually. I'm thinking right now it's looking red again, but yeah, keep an eye on this one. I think this one it's close to trying to figure out its little movement. BNB is good. I've seen a lot of people come back to Binance to build some more.
Well, didn't BNB stop kind of following the Bitcoin price a little bit?
Yeah, it did some. I think I can actually somehow bring up both. Let me see.
Also, wasn't it last week where Matic had more transactions than BNB or Binance Smart Chain?
Was it? Let me see. Nine. Because that's huge. You know, I keep hearing about people building on Matic. It's creeping up on me. I feel like the people who have been like big Matic fans and shit like that, like they're already in and position and have been like the ones that have been like, I've been trying to tell you that Matic is like trying to build because I'm seeing some huge partners like saw Starbucks. Let me see, I can probably
Mm-hmm.
look it up right now. I mean, we have signed like before signed, I never messed with anything on Matic, and there was a reason why they chose to build on it. So let's see.
Yeah.
What's this? Yeah, look, DraftKings, like that's huge. They're gonna do NFT market. I don't know what nothing is, but it's Web3 application. Stripe, I think that's a payment system. Reddit, I mean everybody knows Reddit. Look at these freaking 4, 5, 6. Look at the last 6. We have Disney, Adidas, the NFL, Starbucks, Adobe Photoshop, which dude, that is a great idea for marketplace, and Meta. So I'm definitely going to be loading up on Matic. It's under $1. I think the last market we saw go up to $3. So it's an easy 3x for the next bull run. And that was before these use cases and partnerships. So I expect Matic to go beyond $3 for the next rally. That's
Oh,
insane. That's insane. I didn't know. I knew about Starbucks. I knew about Disney, but geez, the NFL, like that's huge. If they start making like their athlete like physical cards and do trading games and stuff like that. The Starbucks, I worked at Starbucks for 8 years, and they're already on like an application to where if they adapt um, like a blockchain, their reward system would be able to just move a lot smoother because they already have the reward system, the whole programming and the whole implementation. They've been doing it for years. So if they can bring that to Web3, like this is where we're starting to put our feet in like that dystopia of like the metaverse where all the top brands are building something. It and look, they all going for NFTs. And guess what we got? NFT crowdfunding platform. So we're on
it's
top
true.
of the curve, right?
Which I guess takes us, which is pretty good link actually to Matic is we had signed, which had their first successful launch on JumpStart, didn't they?
Yeah. But let's check it out. Let's check it out. So here, let me do Matic before check it out so we can kind of see if you're basically getting some sign at a steal. Honestly, I think any sign is a steal based on what they're bringing up. Huh, let's see. Where are we at? Let's go to buy.
Yeah, and
Oh gosh.
I just double checked it. It was the transactions. There was more transactions on Polygon than BSC last week.
Hmm. It's a lot.
Mm.
And it's like the token's cheap, so right now it's hard to gauge how much exactly. Like with the coin of Binance worth a lot of money, the volume's going to be up like crazy by default. But imagine like when the Matic price also starts to pick up, and those like artificial numbers also have to show on paper. Like Matic's going to be killing it. Like I'm actually gonna have to start looking more into the blockchain. It's like we were talking with the Destiny world where they're building on Telos. Like that blew my mind. I've never heard of anybody like build on Telos. Everyone goes to Ethereum or Binance, the top chains that are used for this. So one of the biggest things I've seen with a lot of projects is scaling. When they build on a blockchain that you can't scale, you have an issue to where you have to keep upgrading the protocol. And when you're trying to build business on top of blockchain, that just doesn't work. You can't have any downtime like that. Like it's got to be one blockchain that works all the time. Doesn't matter what's going on. Um, Let me see.
Yep, we got
And
Wabbit in the chat actually. So yeah, big
oh,
up Destiny World.
what's up, Wabbit? Yep. What is the probability off on the current state?
Anyone that's watching this, if you haven't checked it out, they've got a JumpStart campaign. Make sure you head over there, go give it a look through. And then we got the video that we did yesterday, the AMA with them. So go listen to that.
Highly encourage it. They're trying to build, I mean, exactly what we were just talking about, like a crypto dystopia where you go anywhere and kind of live your life and make money. It's like I can't wait until the Oculus has like Web3 integration and you're like there making money. Like, oh gosh, I'm over here geeking right now, like
What
thinking about
you're
it.
in your living room just pretending to be security for a car.
Right? No, I will be. Like in Destiny World, they're telling us that you can get mugged while trying to deposit your money in an ATM. Like what? That's like it's like a different way of not scamming, but it's like think about how you feel when you get scammed by a project. Now imagine how you feel when you get robbed by a player.
Yeah, some kid that's 10.
Right? He's just camping the ATM with his squad. So you hire us, SideKick Security, and we got your back. We got Roller, and we know he can do some damage. We've seen him choke slam some dudes through China. I've seen it. All right, let's see what I'm looking at Matic right now, and it's looking very bot traded. Like it's weird. Look how weird these candles look. It's like Doge. Boom, boom,
Mm.
boom, 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 boom. I feel like if people try to, I've never tried to trade Matic, so I'm gonna start with the higher time frames. Because this is it's a little difficult to trade, but it kind of isn't based on the bots. Because what I realized, when there's bot algorithms trading for you, you just look for the patterns. You look for the things I was talking about. So it's very obvious when they're like dumping it. And let's see. So I would probably stay away from the lower time frames on Matic. I'm gonna go straight into the 30-minute to give me a higher. So Matic's been in this range for a while.
Oh yes.
Nice and cheap and discounted. I like it. Keep it in that range, because when those partnerships come, it should be beyond this.
What was the all time high for Matic?
I think it was like $3, like three something. Let me see. Yeah, $3.
Now,
So that's a steal, man. Like
well,
it's
this is something to think about, right? So we've got signed trade on Matic at the moment, and that is eating up the Matic price at the moment. So what's better to hold? Is it better to hold signed, or is it better to hold Matic?
shoot. You see, I'm a sucker and I hold both.
Ooh.
Because you got to think about it, is like all these projects are still building on a certain blockchain technology. So like for me, like it's almost like the signed ETF. It's like, instead of investing on, just signed, you can do Matic, and technically Matic does all, right, because everyone's building inside of Matic.
Yeah.
So I like to diversify in that one, but definitely signed. I would put signed over Matic, but definitely have a bag of Matic, because they're building, and you saw the partnerships. That's crazy. Like I didn't know there was that many. I'm actually like FOMOing live right now, and I got to do some research today and get some more Matic. Um, let's see, and I think Matic was one of the coins that was launched off the Binance launchpad, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like the IDO pad or something like that. What was the problem? What did it say? What is the period
There you go.
entire? Oh, so what I just circled there, let me go back. So we've been restrained in this area for a while, similar to this. So we're looking for a breakout, and this play happened. It broke down, and we traded sideways. So two things can happen, of course, right? It can either go up or down. But um, this, what some people might do is take the pull, which was the breakdown, and put it at the end of the triangle, and vice versa. So, but went down here. I don't. So we can play devil's advocate. If this breaks out, the price will go back into its the previous trend, which is 92 cents. I think Matic's trying really hard to go back to a dollar, which I'm all for it, but I want it under a dollar right now, because it's cheap. You can get way more Matic when it's less than a dollar. And the way I try to break newbies in when it comes to coins that are under a dollar is like, think about investing in a dollar at a discount. If I came up to you and be like, yo, I have a dollar, but I'll sell it to you for 75 cents, you're going to take that price, because you're like, all right, I'm able to get this dollar at a discount. I know it's going to go back to this dollar, or the value is still there. Like, you take it. Um, so anything, I mean, it's not much. You get about 25 cents discount on the dollar. But hey, buy four, you get a free dollar. That's the way I like to look at things. And I don't think Matic's gonna break down anymore. Like, it might break down and stay in the 70 area, but like, this is basically calling for it to go down to, which, I mean, you know how Bitcoin is. It can really just kill everything. The volume and momentum. So 64 cents is what it's saying if it gets rejected, which would I don't see it happening, just because it would kill this. Or I guess it's so close, but the 68 cent is like the absolute bottom for like months. It looks like since July. Like, I mean, yeah, basically since July, Matic has held this bottom right here, and we could even go lower and like say Um, yeah, like the 68 cents. Like it doesn't want to go low. It doesn't want to go back to 50 cents. So it seems it's really trying to hold back its value from here. It actually bottomed out at 30 cents currently. Excuse me. And if Matic breaks out, it'll go back to 91 cents. And it seems like a lot of coins experience this fake pump right here, which this while you have to be for those day traders, you got to take profit sometimes when you got it because this is ugly for traders emotionally. If you're in a trade and you catch it down here, you see go up here and you think it's going up, and you don't, and you go to the bathroom, like it's happened to me. Uh, and when you go come back, it may be down here, and you're like, "Well, what happened?" And then you get some false hope. You're like, "I'll just hold on," and it goes back up, and you get that greed again, being like, "Oh, it's going back up. I knew it." And then boom, never recovered from there. Even then, like this pump, this was such an ugly trade because I saw it happen live. This was a perfect trade. If you didn't take out, you had this like sense of regret where you're like, damn, now I'm back to zero. And then it goes shoots back up to like 50%. So you're like you're feeling great, but it hasn't it like this whole section right here happened in a lot of different coins.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
think
it's weird.
I managed to DCA out of that one. I think.
Yeah, I got out right here. I honestly got out right here and I wanted to long at this one, but not this red one, but it was green on Bitcoin because I was like, oh no, it was like around here. I was like, oh shoot, it's bouncing, like it's getting a good. And if you did catch that, that was a good bounce. But it was the same thing. If you caught this and didn't get out this, and you caught this and didn't get on that, now you're stuck in a trend waiting for this small move. Like this traps so many traders. It's so ugly because the current moves we're in is gonna get us to the previous support, not even to the previous this part. This is the part a lot of traders got stuck. Yeah, I'm sure we can go across the board on coins. There was this pump, this sideways movement. A lot of people got trapped right here, and they're stuck with, let's say, a long position maybe at those levels. I guarantee I can see it so easily. Like that's why trading is one of the hardest things sometimes. I think it's like 90% fail, which is a scary number to like listen to when you're trying to get into trading.
Man, that's
I
crazy.
think
Well, especially
crypto
as we was
rabbit.
watching it live, and it kind of happened to us.
Oh yeah, with with the report.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that crypto rabbit. That's one of my things I try to tackle is trying to give analogies the simplest term, the way we live life, so they can understand it. And like you were doing yesterday, so
So Abbott,
we got that. Oh, I
that's
hear
one of
some
my
echo
things
now.
I try to tackle is trying to.
What'd you do
Sorry,
there,
bro.
crypto buddy?
That was my bad.
But now we know what creates echo, whatever that
Yeah.
was.
It's when I click on the Telegram live.
I see. I see. So that was Matic. A little T on Matic. While we're here now, we're gonna go to our campaigns.
Ooh,
All
what's the
right,
numbers? Tell me the numbers.
let's see it. So they're complete. Their cap was what 30,000, and they're above it. Let's hit them. Let's see what they got. And I know there's some alpha, but I can't leak it, so I'm sorry, folks. I know I said it would casually happen, but I'm aware of this one, so it can't casually happen when I'm aware of it. But we got great news with signed. Like I'm loving what they're doing. See, does it show the NFTs on the side?
Oh, nice, because it's complete now. You can't.
Oh, oh, you can't buy anymore.
No, that's it. So the only time that you can get these NFTs is when the JumpStart campaign's live, and then after that, you can only get them on OpenSea.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. I thought
So
like as
the limit is what is generated from the campaign.
oh, that's okay. I see. Okay, okay,
So if
I
you go
understand
to the
now.
SideKick one now, you should be able to see them here. Or maybe it's because you're not connected. Yeah, it might be because you're not connected.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I got a dummy account on this thing before I. I think I do have a dummy account. I don't think it's gonna show my path.
Oh,
No, I think it's a little dummy account. Which is weird. Like I don't have any of my main things on here, which you would think being on the PC I would.
yeah.
But I'm so mobile, it's kind of scary. Like the things they tell you not to do on your phone is the things I'm probably doing on my phone. Like man, I remember when I first started getting into trading, they're like, "Do not trade on your phone. You need bigger screens." And all I did was trade on my phone. It works for me. Like it's weird. Like I
I can
don't know.
imagine you
I'm just
standing in
programmed different.
Starbucks
Oh,
trading.
bro, I used to get so mad because I would have a trade open, and like since I'm up early there, it gets really busy around like 7 o'clock in the morning when everyone's rushing to get their coffee. I'd be in a rush, so I couldn't even look at my phone. And then after I'd look and I'd see that Bitcoin pumped to where I would have been like, let's say 100% profit. And then when I looked, it was the negatives. So
Ooh.
like I would be so, so mad and happened so many different times. Okay, so wow, 6 out of 20.
Yeah, so that will be the limit. So that'll be it. There will only be 6 plus ultras on the market.
Unless someone buys another one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Um,
So
what do we
so
need for the next campaign though? We need
we're
97.
so close. 60. I still need to buy some. I'm actually trying to get this one and okay, out of 50. I thought it said 10. I was like, geez, I need to rush. But yeah, I'm trying to get this one personally. I already got one of these. So
Yep.
this is what I love. It's like 50 is cheap. Guys, get you an NFT. Like that is super cheap. Get you multiple ones. Like these aren't NFTs that you see people on Twitter and Facebook and all these meme tokens talking about. These are NFTs with utility. And if we go back to the Matic partnerships, a lot of those things are building NFT marketplaces. So we are ahead of the curve. You got to get with the program now because you risk so much less when you actually invest in something like this. Like $50, I know it's $50. It's not going to go up to 60 and me get excited and then it go to 40 and me be sad. It's 50. This is what you're paying for. It's like going to a store at this point. This is what you're paying for default. This is what you get in return, except
Well,
way better.
it's like this. So one sec, let me see if I can share my screen here.
Yeah, let me
Where
I'll
am I?
turn mine off for now so we can get shows.
Trying to find where the restream is. There we go. Oh no, I've got to turn my. Okay, this is coming off for a second. There you go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So straight onto OpenSea. Like these were on here before the campaign even finished. So if we go to say the little hero, you know, these are the perks that come with the campaign, and they will appear underneath the NFT. So you get
Yeah.
2% revenue share. They come up like
Yeah.
this. That looks good, man.
That looks awesome. And then here, go click to a random NFT real quick. Not to any of these. Go to like a random one. Let's see what OpenSea.
What are you thinking?
Like just go to the default OpenSea and let's see. Yeah, CryptoPunks.
Let's try CryptoPunks.
Click on the most yeah, let's click on that one. Now see those settings real quick. What do they offer? Oh, traits. Percentage on traits. No percentage on money. What do you
No.
know? Garbage.
Yeah. So they get like certain things. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
like
don't
what is
generate me
that?
money unless they go up in value. Yeah. Which, to
It's
be
like
fair, this one has gone up in value.
no, they all do, but that's what blows my mind is people there's so much trapped money in garbage when there is NFTs that give you percentages on return. So like people they want 1% on rarity. Cool. Like you may have an expensive NFT, but what does it do for you besides having, the details that it's rare? Like like look at
Yep.
that. Access to private sidekick, revenue share, sidekick merch.
Yep.
Okay.
So obviously with this one, you've got to give up your home address, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And
You
then
could you
with
could
this
sell the
one,
NFT, right?
yeah, and then with
And that
this
comes
one,
with it.
you getting 2 passive incomes. You're getting not only the income from JumpStart, your revenue share from JumpStart, you're also getting it from the SideKick token itself. And JumpStart runs off SideKick token, and it's also tradable.
Yeah. No, I think anybody in SideKick is winning because not only if you buy the NFTs, you get this, but you get exposure even if you're out of it. If you're in refinery, some of the money's going to get kicked back. If you're in the SideKick just staking, some of the money's going to get kicked back. So everybody's winning. And what I like, it makes it to where the true stakers are the ones that are getting rewarded because they're the ones who are like believing in the project. And then SideKick releases the products. And then, there's the people who go and use the products. And because it's by SideKick, the people who are staking are getting the kickback. So
Yep.
for me, it's awesome. And like
It's win
JumpStart is a
win.
game changer.
Yeah. And then, Destiny World is exactly the same. So signed is now finished, done with. We've got JumpStart, SideKick, which is going at the moment. And then we've also got Destiny World, which has come on. So everyone, make sure you go check them out.
Let me see. Going back to this real quick. And I'll go. We'll give oh yeah. So this is a SideKick one. We are 69% there. We might go up to 70 after I do my buys today.
How
And
much do we? How much do we need to hit the?
50K. So we're about what, like
So
16K away.
that's what do we need? We
22
need
days.
now. We only need 10k, 10,600. Is it 90% in
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Although we did, everyone, you have missed the sale. You've missed the 20% discount.
yes, I was sad about that one because I was like, this was $800. I was like, dang, dang, dang. I mean, it's fine though. To me, even at 1,000, it's a steal. So 800 would have been a steal. 1,000 better, and that's why it's really huge to make sure you try to get in the beginning because, I mean, you only get discounts like it's like the 1 year type of thing for like here at the holidays. We get Black Friday, and you got to wait.
I don't know. I think Dab's dropped off. Yeah. So with JumpStart, let me just get this up.
Oh,
Hey, you come back.
that was weird.
It's all right. I was entertaining the kids.
Hey, but it was perfect because it led into what was the last thing you guys heard me talk about though?
Something about JumpStart.
Talk,
SideKick. Yeah, something about
did you hear
SideKick.
about the
And
discounts though?
yeah, you just started talking about them.
Yeah, because I really want to emphasize on that about the discount because you don't get that anymore. Once, like for example, here's one.
I don't think it likes this. Ah, no, it's gone again. Yeah, so what he's trying to say about the discounts is, with SideKick, you have the 2 passive incomes, and there was a 20% discount. Hey, you're back again, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, and something's with the internet, I guess, or I don't know. I've never ran so much stuff on my PC at once.
But yeah, so the 20% discount is just, it's great at the start because you just need to read through the campaigns, and then you know you can find out how, if it's worth it or not. And especially with Destiny World, we had them on the other day, and there's so many different routes of income to be able to come to your NFT.
Let's see. Yeah, nope, and I agree. It's everybody loves a discount, and I'm sad I didn't get my Sidekick NFT at a discount, but it's all right. So yeah, take advantage of the discounts. Anytime you see a new campaign, try to be one of the first ones to kind of read it because it's happened to me a lot where I know there's a discount. I'm like, "Oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow." And then by the time I get to it, discount's gone, and then I'm just forced to invest at, whatever the prices may be. Um, I need to get some of these today. I tried to. Is Crypto Ab in here? Yeah, he's in here. Crypto Ab. I tried to buy this one. What's going on?
Yeah, no, that's private sale. That one.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the guys who didn't watch the show yesterday, we have it recorded, but a little update is this is private. It's only for the team. So we didn't get any. It's just, the Destiny World people, but we do get all these other NFTs. I do believe they said they're trying to get 100% cap on it, if I'm
Yep,
mistaken.
yep.
So
So they
they
need
have 24 days, and we're trying to go for 100K.
Yep.
Um, again, $40, even $50 is a steal. I would highly encourage everyone to kind of go into this and do their research on it because it's a lot to digest. We did a video on it yesterday. It should help explain some of it. Um, but there's a lot of parts of the ecosystem. They have a partner with Fortis Technology, which is they're the ones who are working on a wallet. So they're really trying to build out a safe ecosystem for users. And I mean, it's great that they're in a way starting with a wallet as well. Like they've included that, so you don't have to worry about like risk. They basically are doing it for you. And Crypto Abbott, he was telling, I think he said he had 20 years of experience. So with one thing I like about this team is that you have people with experience and not just like a couple years. It's like with actual experience and they know what they're talking about. Yesterday, whenever he was explaining a lot of the things, you can tell it's a person that understands the blockchain side of things and isn't phased by the crypto terms. Like he's not worried about trying to get rich. He's worried about the technology, pushing it forward and building on like telos, which blows my mind. So that itself for me like was enough to start looking more into it. I still need to look into telos. I need to look more into Matic now.
Well, I'm
But
sure. Like with that AMA we did yesterday, I'm sure we could get another 3 or 4 AMAs out of it because there's just so much
absolutely,
information to take in.
yeah, no, we will probably have to. I know the Void one, Meta Void, is I think he said 40%, and it's the closest one to being able to maybe give some live screens about. So I'm sure whenever there's an update on that, we'll probably do an AMA to kind of give update. We 24 days. We got a lot of work to do, but a lot of it has already been done. Like, look at this campaign information. Like,
Well, the beauty of it is though, if they don't reach the cap, you know, the money is safe. It just gets sent back to you.
yeah,
So
it's my
and
favorite.
we can get them back up on there, and we've already done a load of the promo, so it doesn't really matter. Like I'm going to throw some money into it. You're throwing some money into it,
Yeah, absolutely. I
and
wish I could do
look at
this.
one of those NFTs though. Look at like not the 40 one. If you go up, say the 600 one at the moment, right? How many streams of income is there? Four, three,
One, two, three, four.
four streams of income for
Yeah,
$600 at the moment.
and yeah, and that's just the basics. Like, then you get all these other things. Like this is then if this is basically what a lot of people pay $600 for. It's just that perk right here. So
Yeah,
look, we'll throw it to you as a bonus, but then check out the actual perks. NFT redeemable to Silver World Pass, and they did say there was an error on it. I think it was about the zoo. So each tier, as you go up, it'll give you. So yeah, I think it is this one. So it gives you one. This one, I believe, should give you two. This one should give you three, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, and then the void for me, the void one looks really interesting because if I think this is the one they were talking about that they're going to introduce the weapons and yeah, the spaceship, the avatar. So a lot of people in the gaming community like they already pay for like skins on Fortnite, like gun skins that don't really do anything but just make you look pretty. So
yeah, that's the one I'm thinking. I'm looking at that 600 one.
it says front end shows one ticket per tier, but the contract is configured to hand out more. So yeah, so again, the contracts are a lot different than what the UI shows. contracts are all code math, so there's no error on that. There can always be a little typos here and there on the UI, but at the end, it's the smart contract or the contracts. So crypto wabbit, is it this one? Just so I can these go up as the tiers go up. The silver world pass. Um,
So
yeah, he's in the chat, so I might be
here's
able
in
to
chat. He
answer.
might answer. He might
Yeah.
answer. Oh, there you go. One ticket per tier.
Yeah, so it is that one. So yeah, so for the bronze NFT, you get one ticket for bronze world pass. Silver, you get two, and the gold is three.
Nice.
This one is crazy. Like, if I had 40K to throw, I would do it because this right here, they talked about a little bit. I know they say they weren't going to go too much into it, but if they do go into it, this is one that is crazy. The DAO advisor is always like a great perk to have. And we know it's expensive, but Crypto Wabbit said it. He's like, hey, we know it's expensive. If you don't want it, don't pay, because like they're building a lot of use case here, and like man, this can be such a great package in the end without you even realizing it. But again, 40K is a lot. But one of the beautiful things about JumpStart is the concept and the idea of what JumpStart is crowdfunding. So you can get a bunch of people together and get 40K together, and do like a mini crowdfund to get you and a whole bunch of people all these perks. It does help do something like that.
Yep.
Uh,
So yeah, should we finish up with the sidekick price and sign price and then call it a day? So what,
yeah,
47 minutes in?
I
It's
think
gone quite quick.
you probably have the charts already saved, do you? 'Cause I would have to start trying to figure out how to bring them up,
Let me see.
and then I'll just talk over. Let me see if man, I'm loving how much has like I remember when I first got into Sidekick, it was like these two things only, I believe. Jumpstart wasn't here. Uh, I think we used to have another tab. It's gone now. But there's been so much build on top of this, like it's awesome. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. DeFi Watcher. Your mom. Classic. Classic. Whoever this is.
I'll try to see if I can share this screen. Can you see that?
Yes.
Whoa. So
Hey, shoot. If you want, you can send me the links and I can pop them up.
yeah, so we're sitting at 22 cent. No, 2 cent.
No, 2 cent.
2 cent. My bad. And then we've got signed. Ooh. Signed is sitting at 25 cent.
Oh, Sign's killing it. See, look at that. Sign's like almost the sign of the price of Matic.
Yep. But when you look at if you go to the day chart, like this is what will scare people. This big dump here. But they need to remember this is straight after the MGE. This is when people took some little gains and they ran. But
Yeah.
if you would have held from here and gone all the way through here, so I held from the start. I bought at this bottom here, and then I've seen it rise. So what? I got it again at 9 cent, and now we're sitting at, we've seen it go back up to 38. The campaign came out. People probably sold, some sign for JumpStart to get the NFTs, and now we're still sitting at 25 cent. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, and a lot of these charts is like what sucks about them is people look at it and it tries to paint a picture, but like what it doesn't show is the hard work that's been happening during all those candles, right? Like it,
Mm-hmm.
like people think that whenever you launch a product or a project, it's like you just have everything built, and some do if they copy and paste it. But for the people who are actually trying to build, they don't have the code. It takes a long time for these developers to actually get the code because they need a test. Like it's not just the coding. Then we have to test it. We got to make sure we got to try to break it. And a lot of that people don't understand because they just have the investor like mentality. And so it's kind of like our job, like Crypto Buddy, is to help educate them and be like, don't worry about the price. I know it looks bad. We can't do anything about the price, but what we can do is continue to build products to make this token worth more than what people obviously think it's worth. And yeah, not to me, it's like this is I love the fact that I'm part of the team, so I'm able to understand it, and I'm been able to get inside of like seeing all the stuff happening. Like I've been able to test some of the products during test phase and be part of the experience, and that it helps me as a person when what I would like to do is help educate others. So this is the type of stuff that they don't see. But shoot, man, Cause been working hard, and we finally got Jumpstart out, and it's a different conversation like that people are having. There's the people that are like, oh, when's the price going to appreciate, and there's the people that appreciate that there's products now. Like it's not just about a token. People believe in the team, the dev, the token. It's like speculation. Like we eliminate that.
100%, man.
Yeah, I'm
But
hype.
yeah, look at the run up though on that from the low from 7 cent, it was 7 cent up to 38.
Yeah, no, I have a wallet somewhere. Don't know where. And I don't know. I hope I did not lose the private key, but I have some sign on there. And like I lost it. I know exactly why I lost it was because that was the first time I was on Matic. So I was like kind of like all over the place trying to figure out how to get onto Matic, how to get my tokens onto Matic. Because the first time I send it to my wallet, it came over as an ERC20 token. And I was like, no, I need it on the like Polychain, but oh well, it's somewhere. I'll find them. I think it's on my MetaMask somewhere.
All right, and then let's head let's head to Psychic. You can also get Psychic on Coin Market Cap. I think Ashton's trying hard at the moment to sort that out.
To
Um,
get what you so you couldn't see it.
yeah, yeah. So
So after this, show them what you talking about.
this one doesn't look pretty at the
No,
moment.
it doesn't. Yeah, but see, that's the thing that's like visually it doesn't. But there's so much work that like from so there's initial pump and whew, that pump was nice. So
This is when I was. This is when I was. I don't think this one actually happened though. That wasn't. Cos was saying the other day. He doesn't know why that's there.
yeah, because I think the highest we went was like
Yeah, there.
40 cents or something.
Yeah, so like we had a nice little run up there. Um, yeah, and then we're still what we're sitting. So yeah, what release price was about 1 cent, 1.8 cent, and
Yeah,
now we're
nah.
sitting
So
at
like
2.2. So we're
0.2.
still above. We're still above, which is good. The market is at all-time low. It's lower than when we released. So if you think about it that way, when B&B pumps, we're going to be sitting fat and happy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because there's also the percentage that's gone up from the stakers. I think they've have 27% more coins than they started. And I mean, those are the things that the chart doesn't tell. And that's why for me, like as much as I love charts, is whenever you're doing like projects like this, you can't look at the charts. You have to look at the proof of work for say like
Yep.
and we have a lot of it like at this point like once jumpstart got released it was like that was the difference and the game changer from a lot of projects now like I feel like now like it doesn't feel like it because a lot of people have maybe hasn't haven't like digested it but Sidekick is on top of like all the DeFi games right now. A lot of DeFi just wants ROI dApps, and then they make the ROI dApps, and then they try to figure out how to bring revenue into it. Like we're doing everything reverse. Like we're having a lot of the use case and a lot of the products. So then it makes Sidekick actually be worth something and not just a speculative coin. So
100%.
like, yeah, it's that chart does not look pretty. I hate looking at it, but I know like when I look at the chart instead of seeing like up and downs, I know where we were in certain points, like when we jumped. And it's I think what makes it a difference right now is we're not releasing a new coin. We're not asking for money. We have a product, and a lot of people don't understand that because they only understand how to FOMO in and throw money at new tokens and try to get that type of appreciation.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
well, that's just what it is, isn't it? People want to get in, make some gains, and get out. Where we actually have a product now to feed our ecosystem. So this token isn't just relying on user deposits, which is the beauty of it.
And it's only the beginning. Crypto Bud and I have been talking about whenever we do our social hour to kind of do educational videos, so then we can have them cropped whenever someone needs some more information. We can have it either just visually or visual and audio. Like this way it can be a lot more organic even to us. Like it doesn't feel like we're having to do like sit down and do some work. It's just like, all right, while we're all here, let's just kind of tackle one thing. How do we buy Psychic? And we could do that right now. Shoot, Sidekick.finance. It's one of the ways. But see, the more I think about it, I think about how intricate it gets. So we'd have to go into what Web3 wallet to be able to access these. So
Go on, let's see if you can do it in 3 minutes. You got
in
3 minutes.
3 minutes, 3 minutes. All right. So Sidekick Finance. So for any of the DApp3s, you're going to need a Web3 wallet. I highly recommend MetaMask because it does cross chains. All you got to do is connect the RPC and you can go against multiple different chains. So once you have that, you can basically access any DApp there is in the DeFi world, but we're going to focus on Sidekick.finance. So once you get on Sidekick.finance, if you want to buy, let me see if this will do it for me. Oh no, am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. All right, so let me see actually. What I do, I go to the staking page. I can't do it 'cause I got to approve all this. I don't think I have any.
Quick, head pancake swap.
No, it won't let me. It's So yeah, so that's something I'll have to revise. I might have it on Pancake. Is it Pancake Swap?
Mm-hmm.
Quick. Do I have? I don't think I have any sec. Aha! Look at that. Coin Market Cap got me.
Oh,
Boom. And then from here, let's say we have BNB. Oh, that's got $5 in US Tether. Shoot. And then you just swip. Oh shoot, we got to change the slippage, don't we?
yep. Slippage to. I think you got to do 6%, but it only does the 5.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do it, but let's say you do one right here. Yeah, it won't let me change it. You would change the slippage to 6%,
Yep.
approve it, and then you
Swap it.
can swap it, and from there, that's how you buy. And then
Quickly,
from
show 'em how
there,
to stake. You got 30 seconds.
perfect. So from stake, you go into the sidekick.finance, go into the stake now. This is pretty simple. You have to approve it first. And once you approve it, pay the fees. Your balance will show right here. You hit max, try to take out a couple decimals at the end. So there might not be some errors, and you stake it. And then once it becomes stake, it becomes X stake. And you go into the vault, is going to show your balance. And whenever you want to see the difference you have, you just, let's say you have 1,000 or 100, you see how it shows 27 extra? That's because the ratio has gone up over the transactions.
Yep. So that means if you would have got in from the start, you've earned 27% on your psychic tokens.
It's almost 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, and if you go back to that stake, the first page, the stake SideKick, they've got a pay fees button there. So that is when that shows green, someone can click it and it will pay all the fees out, which will increase that ratio.
Fun, because it
I know.
wasn't there before, right?
No. Well, I think he's put it in there like the last month or two.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and then we
Any
just got
update?
a quick question. Any update on the HFuel new website? So you can still get through to it from the H&W, the app dot what's it called? App.H&W DeFi.
Let me check. I think I may
Pretty sure.
still have it. Yeah, you can still access it. I still look at it. It's
But the
go
new
ahead.
the new UI, it has been complete. It's done. Cos is working on it. He's just linking up the contracts and stuff. So, and then you'll be able to get to it from the SideKick website. So that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But it
So the
does look
current
good.
one.
It does look good. Should we show a sneaky preview? Can we do that?
Shoot, we did say alpha, huh? Cause, I'm sorry. It's Crypto Buddy, not me.
Let me see if I've got it. I might not have it.
You better not leak too much. You better watch what you're showing over there.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if you've seen the drama plug, but some of the money from JumpStart and the stuff that we're doing also goes back to H Fuel, and the refinery is going to be exclusive only. So people who are in it can, they can still invest, they can get in it. But new people, how many psychic do they have to hold in order to get in?
uh, it's not Sidekick. I think you got to buy. If you want to get in, you got to buy 200,000 worth of H fuel. I think.
Is it okay?
I'm pretty sure.
It's one of those two. It's either buy the 200,000 or get like 200,000 of X psychic. We'll get you more information on that. Um, because yeah, I'm excited about all that stuff. Trying to make it all private.
Oh, whilst we've been on, there's been a Sidekick buy. Nice. Hopefully that
Nice.
was our influence, or not.
Yeah, they saw the NFTs and didn't
Do
realize.
your own research.
Mm,
Okay, right. I have it here. I do have it here.
we're about to get some leak. That leaky leak. All right, guys, you can't tell cause.
Yeah, don't tell guys.
He might get Crypto Buddy might get fired for this.
Let's see if I can find it. Where did I just save it?
Come on, you can't do him like that.
So here we go. Save it to downloads. There we go.
So I'll take some notes for the tutorial. Make sure I got this. No, actually, I'm gonna leave it not approved so I can show the whole process. I'll make sure I get some BNB in this wallet, and the next pop-up social hour we have, I'll try to go a little bit better, slower, so we can crop it.
Yeah, so here we go. So this is the image we got sent over. So it's pretty much the same, but you're gonna have all your stats across the top. You've got your deposit claim, refuel, you've got a little psychic dude, and then you've got your player lookup and everything like that. But it sounds easy to hook this up, but it's not, for cause it probably is easy, but it just takes some time because there's so many things you've got to link up on the front end. So anyway,
Look at that page. Let me look at that page. Is that just a screenshot? Oh, okay.
just a screenshot. Yeah, just a screenshot.
Oh man, look at those colors. Look at that logo.
But
It's
yeah,
coming
so
home.
it goes in with the JumpStart theme, the SideKick theme. It tidies up the website a little bit, brings Refinery back home. After all that stuff that went on. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. No, thanks, Plug, for being here. Thanks for the questions. This was a last minute thing. We'll try to give more notice next time because we're kind of trying to phase this in and get all the socials pages built up. You may see me like here and there get on my gaming one. That one is completely just chill time. We can talk sidekick, we can talk money, we can talk everything. It's So don't, be alerted if you see that one coming up as well.
But yeah, man, that's the hour 5.
Perfect. Wow. It felt longer, but that's awesome. Yeah. So hope everyone enjoyed the Sidekick Social Hour. Just a little kickback. Maybe next time we might have some more of the crew. It's like next. I can't wait for the bull run to start. Oh man, all the projects that we're helping build. Like I'm telling you, if you don't have any signed or any of the NFTs, check them out because you saw the live TA, you saw the live opinions on it. I'm following myself on not just signed but also Matic, which is the blockchain they're building on. So
Well,
do
it's
some
like
more.
with Sidekick, wasn't B&B was around what 500 $550 I think when they launched the MGE, and now
Oh
we're only just above
shoot!
buy price. So
I didn't even realize that. Oh my
yeah, so
goodness!
if we hit back at that price again, we're laughing.
Yeah,
We've got
that's
more
what you said
B&B
earlier.
than we
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
so
Well,
and same with did Sign release during the bear run, didn't they?
yeah, I think most projects did.
So even with it crashing, because I think they started when Bitcoin was around 40, because it traded sideways at 40 for a long time, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think they came out around about then. And yeah, you've seen that dump on Signed, but that was mostly people getting out of the MGE, and then it's done nothing but go up in value, and that's because he's got 60 artists underneath feeding the token. He's got 60 people working to put that price up, and his target is to pump that well above that next year. We're looking at probably 200, 300 next year. He's said I think Ashton said he was aiming for 1,000, but that's going to be a lot of work.
1,000 artists.
Yeah, mate, I
Oh
can't, I
man.
can't, I can't see it, but he's proved us wrong a few times.
Yeah, he smashed it. I mean, from the beginning, he only had 5 artists, so
Yeah,
it's a big growth. And I'm sure a lot of people want to get in it and just don't know because the genre of music in there all kind of seemed like underground. And imagine if you get that one person that's so underground that they're like on their way for stardom and like Sign is the one who discovers them or something like that. Like
yeah,
that'd be exciting.
yep. So
All right. Well,
cool.
we
Well, let's.
got an outro we could throw. I think we do need an outro for this bad
Oh, I think
boy.
I've got an outro. I've got one.
Let's run it. Cheers,
Okay.
everyone.
Thanks for everyone who come in. Thanks for the questions. We'll be back. What 2 days ish?
What's today? What's today?
No idea.
Today
Christmas has thrown
is
me out right out.
Thursday. So we might have to do. We'll see if we could do a little update before the New Year's, because the two
Yep.
days is the New Year's. But we might do like a New Year's early on. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Cool. See you later, guys.
All right. Cheers.